Hello, and welcome everyone to Columbia Public Schools, Columbia Area Career Center's virtual ICANN ceremony. My name is Dr. Brandon Russell, Director of CACC. On behalf of the entire faculty and staff at CACC, I would like to congratulate the students recognized in this ceremony for their selection as an ICANN recipient for the 2021 spring semester. Determination of student awards were based on workplace expectations observed by our instructors. Workplace expectations include positive attitude, reliability, professionalism, initiative, responsibility, respect, integrity, and gratitude. To view the complete list of winners, please visit our website at www.career-center.org. Well, let's get on with the show. Our first category is Arts and Communications. Our first award recipient is Braden Bickle from Rockbridge High School. Braden was nominated by Mr. Whitman for his initiative and responsibility in the Broadcast TV 2 class. Braden does a great job of being prepared for class and using his class time wisely. He takes great pride in his work and makes the extra effort to ensure a quality product, which I appreciate as his teacher. Braden sets an example for others to follow, which is highly commendable. Keep up the good work, Braden. Our next recipient is Taylor Harbor from Battle High School. Taylor was nominated by Mr. Wade for his positive attitude in the digital media class. Enthusiastic, quick-witted, and kind, Taylor embodies a positive leader in the classroom. Whenever a student is struggling with an issue, Taylor does not hesitate to help his peers while displaying unrelenting cheerfulness. It is no secret that his classmates rely on Taylor to guide them on a pathway to success. I am truly inspired by Taylor's positivity and kindness. I know he will inspire many others. Next is Evan Holliday from Rockbridge High School. He was nominated by Mr. Whitman for his respect and integrity in the Broadcast TV 2 class. Evan always shows a high level of respect in my classroom. The way he goes about his work, as well as helping classmates, are wonderful traits that he brings to the program. He uses his class time wisely and is polite towards me and his classmates. His demeanor is a quiet confidence that shows loudly through his work. Thanks, Evan, for being a huge part of why our class goes so well. Next is Kyle Kudrina from Rockbridge High School. Kyle was nominated by Ms. Morrow for his initiative and responsibility in the digital media class. Kyle takes responsibility for his learning in my class. He is careful to complete all assignments and projects by the due date and puts forth great effort. Kyle always displays a positive attitude and is ready to work in class. I can count on Kyle to turn in his projects with a creative touch while following all directions. Keep up the good work, Kyle. Next is Lemuel Miner from Homeschool High School, nominated by Ms. Morrow for his positive attitude in the digital media class. Lemuel is a dedicated and focused student. I can count on Lemuel to always put forth his best effort on any assignment with a positive attitude and a smile. He works hard in class and consistently meets deadlines. He has great creativity and carefully follows all directions. I appreciate his cheerfulness and tackling all projects with enthusiasm. Keep up the good work, Lemuel. Next is Madison Maddie Rogers from Rockbridge High School. Maddie was nominated by Mr. Cochran for her reliability in the Digital Media Studio One class. Maddie does everything she is asked and more. She recently completed a quick turnaround project for a client outside of class, sacrificing her own time to, quote, make it happen. Maddie consistently has a great attitude while demonstrating exceptional reliability. Thank you, Maddie. Next is Diego San Juan Ibarra from Battle High School, nominated by Mr. Wade for his professionalism in the digital media class. Diego is the definition of dedication. His unwavering attention to detail and his determination for perfection is awe-inspiring. Whenever he is working on a project, he is unafraid to seek out multiple solutions to solve complex problems that might arise. Creative, adaptive, and kind, Diego stands out as an impressive designer and student. I'm so lucky to have Diego in class. Next is Luckman Sheth from Rockbridge High School, nominated by Ms. Morrow for his initiative and responsibility in the digital media class. Luckman is always prepared and ready to learn. He is careful to complete all assignments and projects by the deadline and always puts forth his best effort. Luckman has a positive attitude and participates in class, working hard on projects and designs. I'm looking forward to seeing all Luckman accomplishments. Keep up the good work. Next is Hannah Tai from Hickman High School. Hannah was nominated by Ms. Dinicky for her professionalism in the digital media class. Hannah is consistently prepared and on time for class. I know that I can expect quality and well thought out creative work from her. Hannah is also an active member of FBLA. She always has her work completed and puts her best effort into everything she does, whether she is working on an assignment for class or a project for FBLA. It is a pleasure to know Hannah, and I appreciate her hard work. Next is Amelia Velasquez from Hickman High School, nominated by Ms. Dinicky for her initiative and responsibility in the digital media class. Amelia is self-motivated and very responsible. Her work is turned in by the due date, if not before, and I can tell that she puts effort into every assignment. She is very respectful and a pleasure to have in class. She is an excellent example for her classmates. Keep up the good work. Our next category is business, management, and technology. And our first student recognized in this pathway is Josie Arms from Rockbridge High School. Josie was nominated by Ms. Lentz for her professionalism in the marketing class. Josie demonstrates professionalism daily, from her creative, thoughtful, and detailed work to her willingness to share and provide feedback in class. Her efforts do not go unnoticed. She adds to class discussions, and her projects and ideas serve as examples for her peers. It is a privilege to have Josie in class this year. Next is Justice Brown from Rockbridge High School, nominated by Mr. Fraze for his positive attitude in advanced IT projects class. Justice has been a student of mine since I first began teaching 4 years ago. Nobody loves technology more than Justice. This is an unequivocal truth. Justice shows up to class each day ready to go. If it is technology, he is all in. The older and more archaic the hardware, the better. Justice is positive, inquisitive, and always ready to research options for projects he is working on. This year, we are building a high-end PC, and he has enjoyed the part comparison and configuration component of the project. It is simply amazing how much Justice knows about hardware. I'm sure having a positive attitude is a key factor. Next is Jacob Burton from Hickman High School. Jacob was nominated by Mr. Fraze for his reliability in the Information Technology 2 class. Jacob is the go-to person in the networking class when other students are having issues getting complex network configurations to work. He's engaged, helps other students, and I can always count on him to dive in and work on issues without asking. His reliability is a tremendous asset in my class and will continue to be an asset for him no matter where he is. Next is Vachda Durda from Battle High School, nominated by Ms. Simpson for his reliability in the entrepreneurship class. Vachta is a great example of what it means to embody reliability. He has been in the United States for less than a year, yet he exceeds all classroom expectations with his hard work, consistency, and willingness to try new things. As a first-time DECA competitor, he happily stepped out of his comfort zone and competed against experienced members. His study habits and dedication to his success outside the classroom even landed him a state qualifying spot. Vachta is more than deserving of this award. Congratulations. Next is Greta Freimeyer from Hickman High School. She was nominated by Ms. Simpson for her reliability in the entrepreneurship class. Hardworking and a great listener are two ways that Greta exemplifies reliability. She is always willing to communicate in class and does so with warmth and kindness in her interactions. In addition, Greta continuously puts her best effort forward, regardless of the size of the task at hand. This award is well deserved, and I'm pleased to have the opportunity to continue to see her exceed in her future endeavors. Keep up the great work, Greta. Next is Rose Hinsey from Home School High School, nominated by Mr. Fraze for her initiative and responsibility in the IT Essentials class. Rose is the first one to class, the first one to begin working on labs, and the first one to ask questions or ask for help. She stays on top of her work and always has things turned in on time. Rose is appreciative of learning new things and strives to understand the labs at a deeper level than just completing the steps. She takes quite a few classes at the Career Center so she can expose herself to various interests. No matter what the direction she chooses, she will go far given her high level of initiative and responsibility. Next is Emma Higgins from Battle High School. Emma was nominated by Mr. Funfausen for her positive attitude in the advertising and promotion class. I can tell you that Emma has a big smile each day she comes to class, even behind her required mask due to regulations this year. Both Emma's work ethic and quality are exceptional, but it's also her wonderful attitude and friendly demeanor that makes such an impact in class. Students want to work with her because they know she will not only do exceptional work, but she will listen to others' opinions. She is proof that the best students are oftentimes the most exceptional people of character. Next is Alexis Jesse from Hickman High School, nominated by Mr. Funfausen for her initiative and responsibility in the marketing class. No matter the assignment, Lexi always gives her very best. Lexi's work is well thought out and exceptional. She engages in the classwork and gives an A effort every time. I appreciate her hard work, great attitude, and enthusiasm. These are traits both teachers and employers look and hope for. Lexi's energy positively influences those around her, making her a valued presence in my classroom. Next is Andrew Kim from Rockbridge High School, nominated by Mr. Graham for his positive attitude in advanced C++ programming class. Andrew not only embraces each new topic with a positive and open outlook, he actively seeks out the extensions of them. He leads discussions in the classroom and keeps things upbeat and moving forward, even when there are struggles. I know with Andrew, I'll always have an ally in the room to lean into big problems and weigh in on hefty topics. Next is Owen Kington from Hickman High School. Owen was nominated by Mr. Funfausen for his professionalism in the marketing class. Owen repeatedly demonstrates his professional attitude by ensuring everything he does is of the highest quality. Whether it is a small assignment or a huge project, Owen always gives his very best effort. It's a pleasure having a student with such high personal standards in class. In my marketing class, other students notice the consistent high quality work Owen produces, and I believe it raises their game to be even better. Owen's commitment to excellence makes him an easy choice for this award. Next is Madeline Kuwaleski from Rockbridge High School, nominated by Mr. Graham for her professionalism in the C++ programming class. Maddie comes to class daily to learn and apply her concepts. She continues to work across multiple development platforms and starts most days with probing questions to explore requirements as well as making sure her understanding is firm. She uses her time wisely and applies our work to other domains outside of class. Next is Garrett Roach from Rockbridge High School. Garrett was nominated by Ms. Lentz for his reliability in the marketing class. It is wonderful having Garrett in the virtual class. He's extremely reliable and always finds a way to show up to his Zoom classes and complete his work on time. He is not afraid to ask questions, and I can always rely on him to speak up and answer a question when others shy away from it. Garrett sets a great example for his classmates, and I know he has a bright future ahead. Next is Jack Schilling from Rockbridge High School. Jack was nominated by Mr. Graham for his respect and integrity in the Advanced Programming Projects and App Development class. Jack shows great respect to the learning environment and has so for the last 3 years. He is honest when he falls behind and puts in extra effort to fix it. He treats peers and new learners with the same respect as he does me. He really creates a warm and inviting environment to the programming lab. Next is Keedron Wright from Rockbridge High School. Keedron was nominated by Ms. Lentz for his positive attitude in the marketing class. Keedron shows up to class on time every day with a smile on his face. His positive attitude is infectious around his classmates, and he helps make class fun and enjoyable. If he ever misses an assignment, he never complains, just works hard to get it done. It is a pleasure to have Keedron in class this year. Our next pathway is engineering and industrial technology. Our first nominee in this category is Christian Brown from Rockbridge High School. Christian was nominated by Mr. Ali for his professionalism in the 3D modeling and animation class. Christian is the go-to guy in my class. He is always in the thick of the decision-making and problem-solving. Christian is a perfect teammate. He offers support to his team both through his work and with his acknowledgement of their work or success. He is tireless in his pursuit of perfection, and he is kind and very friendly to all his classmates. Christian is a great person, plain and simple. Congratulations, Christian. You will go far in life with your skills. Next is Caden Carpenter from Rockbridge High School. Caden was nominated by Mr. Radmer for his positive attitude in the Construction and Contracting 1 class. Caden was the only student in his class when students returned during the 2-day hybrid schedule. Despite this, he made the best of it and came to class ready to learn and get to work. I appreciate the effort and look forward to what the rest of the school year brings. Next is Nicholas Devant from Hickman High School. Nicholas was nominated by Mr. Radmer for his respect and integrity in the Construction and Contracting 2 class. Nick came back to in-person learning with an eagerness to move forward. I've even seen him come out of his shell a little more. He treats those around him with respect, puts an honest effort into his work, and is willing to try new things. Thanks for the effort, Nick. Next is Omar Garib from Hickman High School, nominated by Mr. Howell for his positive attitude in the 3D Animation Essentials class. Omar walks into class and is the first to greet me every single day. He spends the rest of the class period working hard and is eager to learn new skills. Regardless of the challenge in front of him, he always tackles it with an awesome attitude. When class is over, he says farewell and wishes me a good day. I'm sure his positive attitude is spread everywhere he goes. Next, we have Rose Hinsey from Homeschool High School. Rose was nominated by Mr. Crosby for her positive attitude in the PLTW Introduction to Engineering Design class. Rose comes to class quietly with a masked smile and a very positive attitude. Perhaps that is because she gets it. If there's something that she doesn't understand, she may ask a question or figure it out quickly and proceed with excellence. Her work is fantastic and exemplary. When the students work in groups, I know that who work with Rose will benefit from the association. She is always there to bail me out by letting me know when I am still sharing my screen, but shouldn't be. When Rose is leaving at the end of the class, she is sure to express her gratitude. It might be a thank you or a smile, but it confirms to me what a privilege it is to have her in class. Next, we have Ava Hones from Hickman High School. Ava was nominated by Mr. Mann for her initiative and responsibility in the PLTW Civil Engineering and Architecture class. Determined and focused is how I would describe Ava's work ethic. In the classroom, we were building architectural style house models, and from the design phase through the building phase, she displays great initiative and creative thinking. Great job, Ava, and thanks for the hard work. Next, we have Haley Joyner from Rockbridge High School. Haley was nominated by Ms. Purcell for her initiative and responsibility in the PLTW Principles of Engineering class. Haley is a fine young lady with a great deal of initiative in tackling the class curriculum. She is positive, determined, inquisitive, and always respectful to anyone she meets. Haley takes responsibility for her work and assists others when they do not understand what needs to be done. These attributes will assist her in whatever career she chooses. However, I believe she would make a great engineer one day. Next is Ton Kai from Hickman High School. Ton was nominated by Mr. Monroe for his reliability in the Automotive Technology 1 class. Ton is highly reliable. He comes to class ready to face any challenge. Ton always asks questions and wants to do a good job. I know that Ton will be successful in anything that he decides to do in life. Congratulations, Ton. Next is Hardy Mahoney from Rockbridge High School. Hardy was nominated by Ms. Purcell for his initiative and responsibility in the PLTW Principles of Engineering class. Positive, determined, respectful, and responsible best describe Hardy. He's a fine young man that shows a great deal of initiative in getting work completed on time and takes responsibility for himself and his work. These attributes will assist him in whatever career he chooses. However, I believe he would make a great engineer one day. Next is Ian Montilla from Rockbridge High School, nominated by Mr. Howell for his initiative and responsibility in the 3D Animation Essentials class. Ian does a fantastic job of getting to work and staying on task each day. Ian also takes initiative with his learning by asking pertinent questions and checking in with me often. Because he takes initiative, he can pour his creativity into his projects more than others. Congratulations, Ian, and keep up the great work. Next, we have Christine Anjali Romaesh from Rockbridge High School, nominated by Mr. Mann for her positive attitude in the PLTW Civil Engineering and Architecture class. Anjali shows up to class every day with a smile on her face and ready to learn. She is always paying attention and eager to work. It's truly a pleasure to have Anjali in the classroom. Great job, Anjali. Next, we have Sherman Robbins from Home High School, nominated by Mr. Radmer for his gratitude in the Construction and Contracting 1 class. I look forward to having Sherman in class each day. He's excited to be there and often thanks you when leaving class for the day. He has a positive influence and is appreciative of the opportunities he has at the Career Center. Thanks, Squireman Sherman, for being such a joy in class. Next is Patrick Ryan from Hickman High School. Patrick was nominated by Ms. Purcell for his initiative and responsibility in the PLTW Introduction to Engineering Design class. Patrick is a fine young man that shows a great deal of initiative in getting work completed on time, takes responsibility for himself and his work, and assists others when they do not understand what needs to be done. These attributes will assist him in whatever career he chooses. However, I believe he would be a great engineer one day. Next is Jackson Schwenke from Rockbridge High School. Jackson was nominated by Mr. Monroe for his positive attitude in the Automotive Technology 1 class. Jackson comes to class each day ready to work. He is the first one in the door and the last one to leave. If Jackson doesn't understand something, he always makes sure to ask questions and takes in all of the information given. Congratulations, Jackson. Next is Drew Sedgwick from Rockbridge High School, nominated by Mr. Monroe for his professionalism in the Automotive Technology 1 class. Drew shows up to class every day dressed and ready to work. Drew pays attention to detail and completes every task that he is assigned. If I give him a job, I know it will be correct. If Drew decides to pursue a career in the automotive industry, I do not doubt that he will be the best technician he can be. Next is Amanda Zendowski from Rockbridge High School, nominated by Mr. Ali for her initiative and responsibility in the 3D Animation Essentials class. Amanda is an awesome student to have in my class. She is always ready to embrace a new challenge. Amanda is focused and driven to complete her work. She has a great smile that puts her classmates at ease. Amanda is willing to help others and offer feedback to peers on projects. This will help her be a successful teammate next year if she decides to pursue animation as a possible career. Congratulations, Amanda, and keep up the great work. Next, we have Maya Thomas from Rockbridge High School. Maya was nominated by Mr. Mann for her initiative and responsibility in the PLTW Civil Engineering and Architecture class. Maya shows how deserving she is of this award by the initiative she takes in class. She works on her architectural style model at home in her free time and takes the initiative to think outside the box on the design. Maya does this all with a smile on her face. Great job, Maya. Next is Rebecca Winters from Rockbridge High School. Rebecca was nominated by Mr. Crosby for her initiative and responsibility in the PLTW Introduction to Engineering Design class. It is a pleasure to have Rebecca Winters in my class. She comes to class with quiet enthusiasm and an interest in learning. She respectfully asks for clarification if she does not understand something, but she routinely figures things out very quickly. She works efficiently and with excellence, and her concept sketches are exemplary. Becca does not need to be encouraged to get to work. She starts working when she sits down in class. Our next category is health services. And our first recognition goes to Savina Beskaran from Battle High School, nominated by Ms. Riley for her positive attitude in the Professions in Healthcare class. Savina brings light into the classroom, whether it's in person or virtual. She encourages her classmates and pushes herself to do the best every day, all the time. I can only hope that one day when I need a nurse with that extra empathy, compassion, and positive outlook, that I have her taking care of me. Next is Lydia Brinkerhoff from Rockbridge High School, nominated by Mr. Holtz for her positive attitude in the Introduction to Emergency Services class. Lydia is a bright spot in an early morning block. She comes to class with energy and is ready to go. She can be caught before class helping others with work from other classes. When it's times for hands-on training, she volunteers and does not have to be assigned the skill. Her hands-on work demonstrates great confidence even when she is unsure. With perfect scores on all skills, assignments, and quizzes, her positive attitude and work ethic shine through. Next is Madeline Colbert from Battle High School, nominated by Ms. Hayes for her initiative and responsibility in the PLTW Principles of Biomedical Science class. Madeline uses her sense of responsibility to drive her initiative to get things done and taken care of. She works hard to complete every assignment and often works ahead. She is inquisitive when we do lab activities and asks amazing questions that keep me moving forward. Her ability to work at her own pace and be successful will be welcome in any job she chooses in the coming years. Next is Elizabeth Edgar from Hickman High School. Elizabeth was nominated by Mr. Phelps for her respect and integrity in the Introduction to Emergency Services class. Elizabeth shows a great deal of respect towards the program and the industry in general. I can't wait to see what the future holds for her. Congratulations, Elizabeth. Next is Grace Fotheringham from Rockbridge High School, nominated by Ms. Zolkowski for her positive attitude in the PLTW Principles of Biomedical Science class. Grace's positive attitude shines right through her mask. She often enters a class smiling and seems to enjoy being there. She also exudes friendliness when talking with others. Since an approachable demeanor is so important for healthcare professionals, this personality trait will serve her well if she chooses to pursue a career in the medical field. Well done, Gracie. It is a pleasure to have you in class. Next is Sana Gabala from Rockbridge High School, nominated by Mr. Holtz for her reliability in the Introduction to Emergency Services class. Though I could nominate her for several categories, Sana is the definition of reliability. She is on time, in her seat, and prepared for class 100% of the time. Her work is always completed by the due date, and she has yet to receive anything but a perfect score on a quiz, assignment, or skill assessment. To perform at this level means she is prepared, takes notes, and allows minimal distractions from her learning. Congratulations, Sana, and keep up the incredible work. Next is Alara Gunkel from Rockbridge High School, nominated by Ms. Roberson for her reliability in the PLTW Biomedical Innovation class. Alara is an extremely reliable student, always in class and ready to learn. Whether it be in-seat or virtual learning, I know that Alara will be the first to show up, materials ready, and prepared to fully participate for the day. Her reliability has made Alara the rock of our small class. I know that her I can attitude will continue to propel her to a bright future. Congratulations on your well-deserved award, Alara. Next is Emma Geisbers from Rockbridge High School, nominated by Mr. Holtz for her positive attitude in Introduction to Emergency Services class. Emma gives her full attention during lectures, class interactions, and hands-on skill assessments. This is not easy for an early morning class. She volunteers for assessment demonstrations and does not require provocation. While other students are performing their assessments, instead of wasting time, Emma continues to practice the skill. I have complete confidence that if she is not practicing, she understands the subject matter. During lecture, Emma is attentive and always asks relevant questions. During assessment, she shows confidence and charisma even when she is unsure of a new skill. This work ethic has resulted in a near perfect grade. These characteristics are essential in healthcare and usually result in fantastic bedside manner in industry terms. I hope she continues in healthcare. Again, Emma Geisbers from Rockbridge High School, nominated this time by Ms. Roberson for her positive attitude in the PLTW Medical Interventions class. Every day, Emma brings her positive energy to class, encouraging all of us to fully embrace the task for the day. Whether a lab day or a review day, Emma is ready to learn the moment the bell rings. Her enthusiasm spills over into the class. Emma's positive I can attitude encourages everyone to embark on their learning voyage. Congratulations on your well-deserved award, Emma. Next is Sandra Hernandez from Rockbridge High School, nominated by Ms. Riley for her professionalism in the Professions in Healthcare class. Sandra maintains a level of professionalism in class that rivals that of a seasoned healthcare provider. She always completes assignments, almost always earlier than the due date, has excellent attendance, asks questions, communicates beautifully, and she works hard. She is kind, shows compassion, and maintains a steady level of respect towards her classmates and me every day, in person or virtually. She embodies every single Career Center workplace expectation naturally and is going to be an amazing healthcare provider. Next is Ava Lawless from Tolton High School, nominated by Ms. Zolkowski for her professionalism in the PLTW Principles of Biomedical Science class. Ava demonstrates professionalism both in and out of class. When initiating email communication, she begins with a respectful salutation and clearly explains her purpose. Ava communicates often to ensure proper understanding of instructions and content. When her family planned an out-of-town trip, she contacted me 3 days in advance to find out what she would miss. In class, she works well with her peers and respects those in authority. These habits will serve her well in her future endeavors. Next is Madison Logan from Rockbridge High School. Madison was nominated by Ms. Riley for her initiative and responsibility in the Professions in Healthcare class. Madison is a leader in class. She hits the ground running and always shows up prepared and ready to learn every day. She helps her classmates practice CNA skills that she has already mastered, encouraging them kindly every single time. Madison asks the hard questions, communicates beautifully, and always turns in her work on time. I consider myself lucky to have her as a student. Next is Brookson McCarthy from Battle High School. Brookson was nominated by Ms. Hayes for his respect and integrity in the PLTW Principles of Biomedical Sciences class. Brookson is respectful of himself. He completes his work in a timely manner and takes time to do a thorough job of it. Healthcare is not always just doing the work, but taking the time to take it to heart and remember it for a later time. He is respectful of his classmates by being prepared for class. He can be a quiet leader by answering questions or knowing how to complete a task because he is prepared. Polite, respectful, kind, inquisitive are all words that describe Brookson, but also a great healthcare provider. Next is Mira Mehta from Rockbridge High School, nominated by Ms. Zolkowski for her initiative and responsibility in the PLTW Principles of Biomedical Sciences class. When I see an assignment submission that is thorough and carefully crafted, chances are I'm looking at Mira's stellar work. When I see an assignment submission that is, she often exceeds expectations both in person and virtually. Her perseverance shows when she submits assignments multiple times, striving to improve as much as possible. This terrific work ethic will serve her well in her future studies. Nice job, Mira. Next is Hang Nguyen from Hickman High School, nominated by Ms. Roberson for her initiative and responsibility in the PLTW Medical Interventions class. Hang took the initiative to extend herself outside of fully virtual learning to attend class at the Career Center. During class and lab, Hang is a very active participant who is laser focused on the task at hand. Whether she is in the classroom or joining class remotely, Hang demonstrates the I can spirit by being fully engaged and encouraging her classmates to do the same. Congratulations on your well-deserved award, Hang. Next is Dakota Salem from Battle High School. Dakota was nominated by Mr. Phelps for her reliability in the Advanced Emergency Services class. Dakota volunteered to assist the program in some typing. She was eager to help and did amazing work. I can always rely on Dakota, and she deserves recognition beyond this award. Thank you, Dakota. Next is Madison Snodderly from Rockbridge High School. Madison was nominated by Mr. Phelps for her positive attitude in the Advanced Emergency Services class. Madison always starts the day with a smile. She is always the first student to complete assignments and has a drive to get things accomplished. It is a pleasure to have Madison in class. Our next category is Human Services. And our first recipient is Trayvon Ashcroft from Hickman High School. Trayvon was nominated by Chef Rail for his reliability in the Culinary Arts 1 class. Trayvon always has a positive attitude and is a great pleasure to have in class. He shows perseverance on every task and gratitude towards all in class. Trayvon is always willing to help and displays a tremendous work ethic. Thank you for everything, Trayvon. Next is Anaya Kane from Battle High School. Anaya was nominated by Chef Miner for her initiative and responsibility in the Culinary Arts 1 class. Anaya is a driven young woman, and her will to succeed in life is evident. I met Anaya last year and was happy to see her on my roster this year. Besides being an outstanding student, Anaya excels in athletics too. Anaya comes to class every day with a positive attitude and is ready to work. Frequently, she is the first to complete each task and then looks to help fellow students or starts on cleaning. It has been a pleasure having Anaya in class this year, and I wish I could have had the opportunity to work with her for a full school year. Next is Kelly Cornelius from Rockbridge High School. Kelly was nominated by Ms. Greenplate for her positive attitude in the Foundations of Teaching and Instruction class. Kelly shows up to class every day, whether it be in person or virtually, prepared and ready to learn. She was always on task or ahead and never hesitates to seek clarification to consistently produce exceptional work. She also has a talent for successfully assisting peers in need, even if it requires time after class, a true quality of a future educator. I look forward to seeing all the great things Kelly will accomplish in her future. Keep up the great work. Next is Olivia Johnson from Hickman High School, nominated by Ms. Greenplate for her initiative and responsibility in the Teaching Professions class. Focused, hardworking, and ready to learn are qualities that Olivia exhibits daily in class. Whether it is in person or virtually, Olivia shows up with a positive attitude, prepared and ready to take on the task of the day. She actively participates in class and provides insight into class discussions. Olivia consistently produces quality work regardless of the task at hand. It has been a pleasure to have Olivia in my class this year. Keep up the great work. Next is Addie Lockett from Rockbridge High School. Addie was nominated by Chef Frink for her initiative and responsibility in the Baking and Pastry Arts class. Addie is always the first one working and the last one to stop. She sees a task that needs to be done and jumps on it without complaint or even a second thought. I never have to find jobs for her to do or find her avoiding certain jobs. No matter what you ask her to do, she is happy to do so. She has become a leader amongst her classmates, and they all know if Addie is still cleaning, that means they should be too. Next is Carolyn Mahaney from Battle High School. Carolyn was nominated by Chef Miner for her positive attitude in the Culinary Arts 1 class. I've not had the opportunity to spend a lot of time with Carolyn because of this unconventional school year. From what I have seen, Carolyn has a great work ethic and a positive attitude. She comes to class ready to go and completes tasks quickly and efficiently. Once she has completed her daily cooking task, she moves on to the daily cleaning duties without even being asked. Since Carolyn is a senior, our time will remain short. However, wherever Carolyn goes from here, I am sure she will be successful. Next is Nora Pierce from Rockbridge High School, nominated by Chef Frink for her respect and integrity in the Baking and Pastry Arts class. Nora exemplifies both respect and integrity. I can always count on Nora to do the right thing and never take a shortcut, which, trust me, can be tempting sometimes when you have an entire kitchen to clean. Her integrity is what makes her a leader in class and has earned her the respect of her classmates the past 3 years. I look forward to seeing what she does as she moves on from the Career Center. Next is Dewan Shivers from Battle High School, nominated by Chef Frink for his positive attitude in the Culinary Arts 1 class. Dewan has a passion for food and cooking, and his enthusiasm can be felt through the kitchen. Any dish he is given to make, he jumps in with both feet and doesn't stop until he completes the task. He has been given the opportunity to come in for extra time in the kitchen and is enthusiastic and excited to be there every day. I look forward to a great end of the year. Our next category is natural resources and agriculture. And our first student is Braden Anderson from Rockbridge High School. Braden was nominated by Mr. Kilfoyle for his initiative and responsibility in the advanced welding and project fabrication class. Braden can always be counted on to be intensely interested in new topics and skills being presented in class. One topic of particular interest to Braden has been the restoration of an antique family tractor, and it has been a pleasure to see him learning and performing what is required to complete that project. He is a pleasure to work with and enjoys good relationships with all his classmates. Next is Kayla Belmore from Battle High School. Kayla was nominated by Mr. Praisewater for her positive attitude in the animal and veterinary science class. Kayla consistently comes to class with a positive attitude, even during these rocky times. Her calm and steady demeanor is a positive influence in the classroom. Kayla is always willing to do whatever is asked of her, and her assignments always set the standard. Keep up the great work, Kayla. The sky's the limit for you. Next is Samantha Doisy from Rockbridge High School, nominated by Mr. Duncan for her positive attitude in the advanced animal science class. Samantha is an easy choice for this award. She has great attendance and is on time to class with a positive attitude each day. Samantha is very helpful to others in the class and recently excelled on a classroom project. She went above and beyond the expectations for the project. Great job, Samantha. Next is Ricky Dunn from Battle High School. Ricky was nominated by Ms. Hempen for his initiative and responsibility in the Natural Resources and Wildlife Conservation class. I am impressed with Ricky's ability to take initiative and responsibility. When Ricky needs to miss class due to unexpected events, he always communicates with me. He aspires to be a geologist and understands the importance of staying caught up in class. I appreciate his efforts when he utilizes time outside of class to get help with content and labs he may have missed. He is genuinely interested in the content and routinely asks questions to enhance his learning. He may not know it, but his taking initiative and responsibility for his education will have many positive effects in his future, not just with his education, but with the overall. Keep it up, Ricky. Next is Abigail Eddy from Hickman High School. Abigail was nominated by Ms. Howell for her initiative and responsibility in the Exploring Agriculture Science class. Abigail is always ready for class. She works extremely hard on classwork, but she also takes initiative to make sure she is doing what she needs to do, as well as making sure she is not missing any work. She is determined and focused on the curriculum and consistently asks questions so she can learn even more. She truly cares about what she is learning about and is always eager to learn more. Next is Charlie Hazelrig from Battle High School, nominated by Mr. Praisewater for her reliability in the small engine technology class. Charlie is the definition of reliability, whether it be during class or FFA activities. She is a constant and has shown time and time again to be a very reliable individual. She not only demonstrates these attributes for herself, but for others as well. Charlie has consistently shown reliability in her selfless actions for others and her team. Keep it up, Charlie. These characteristics will serve you very well in life. Next is Carter Eiler from Rockbridge High School. Carter was nominated by Ms. Hempen for his positive attitude in the Exploring Agriculture Science class. If Carter has bad days, I would not know it. He is always upbeat, friendly, and kind to all. He never complains and is always willing to do whatever the task might be. Students with a positive attitude bring something special to class that others feed off of. I know Carter plays baseball and can only imagine he's the same positive, upbeat player as he is in class. I hope he knows how much I appreciate his positivity and how much it adds to the class. Next is Alexander Michaelry from Battle High School. Alexander was nominated by Mr. Praisewater for his initiative and responsibility in the small engine technology class. Alex is very hardworking and consistent in the small engine laboratory. His attention to detail and drive to learn shines through in his work. Not only has this helped him to succeed, it has shown in other areas as well. For instance, he is the first to help other classmates and assist them during the engine teardown. Great job, Alex. Next is Evan Miller from Rockbridge High School. Evan was nominated by Ms. Howell for his positive attitude in the small engine technology class. Evan comes each day happy and excited to be in class. If something goes wrong in class with an engine, he keeps a positive attitude and finds a better solution to fix the problem. I can always count on Evan to brighten my day as he consistently comes ready to learn and is excited to be in class. Next is Carson Osborne from Rockbridge High School, nominated by Ms. Hempin for her initiative and responsibility in the greenhouse production class. Carson is a model student. I can only imagine how challenging it is to self-motivate yourself for online schoolwork, but she has done it well. Oftentimes, she is the only one who has completed the assignments and is often ahead of schedule. Even when we are in the greenhouse, she takes initiative to get things done by asking questions and offering to help. I know I can count on Carson to stay on task both in and out of the classroom. I also know I can count on her to be a leader in the greenhouse and to help not only me, but others with their tasks. I hope she knows how much I appreciate her willingness to take initiative and how much her employers will as well. Next is Hunter Snow from Rockbridge High School, nominated by Mr. Duncan for his initiative and responsibility in the small engine technology class. Hunter not only has excellent attendance and a true work ethic, but he also shows high respect to both his teacher and classmates. Hunter is one of those students that when you need something extra done, he's willing to work hard to accomplish the task. Congratulations, Hunter. That concludes our virtual ICANN ceremony. Congratulations again to all of our students recognized for their excellence in demonstrating one of our workplace expectations. These attributes, along with the skills you are learning in your CACC program, will make you a highly qualified candidate as you pursue your chosen career. Thank you, and have a great day.